Okay, hello everyone. Hi, I'm on camera now because there's a man in my house and he forced me at gunpoint to be on camera, and I wish he wouldn't, and I'm very scared. Anyways, we're here with Risk Rain 2, and the Seekers of the Storm Phase 2 of the roadmap came out, and that's very exciting. That's very cool. But I've heard some concerning reports. Overall, I think the general consensus of the entire update was that it was like a 4 out of 10. It was fine. Some of the changes were definitely needed. I think a lot of the item changes were fine, but some of them were like, what? Like with the elusive antlers. Maybe I was not seeing how strong they were, but it seems a little ridiculous about how they just kind of neutered them. We have some void field changes, which I've heard some very concerning reports about, being that they're almost impossible to beat as a melee character or as a low mobility character. So we'll be doing 2 runs today. 1 on Loader as a melee character, and 2 will be doing and 2 will be doing a run on probably Captain, because he has no movement abilities, Captain or Engineer, and just see how that goes, because I've heard that not only is it very difficult there, it's also incredibly difficult in multiplayer. If this video does well, I might have someone on, probably Jack, to maybe see how it is in multiplayer, but for now we're being all scientific. I want to see how this actually is, and if it's really bad, that is pretty concerning. Yeah, because I guess it's something we didn't really catch in playtesting, was that apparently this game, it's just really hard on low mobility characters. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's get in there. Dead Meat, the kill counting channel. I'm sure you guys might have heard of them, especially my horror media loving audience. Just did their mouthwash and kill count, and I'm happy to say I think they did it justice. I was a little worried because it's a really serious game and they tend to be unserious, which I don't know, makes sense. Especially Zoran, who does the video game kill counts, he said he's pretty unserious person, but they did a great job of keeping it serious during the serious parts. Like, they're respectful. I think some of the jokes were a little overused, but I'm glad that, they did it. I'm glad that they did it because the other 2 video games they've done in the kill count was Outlast and Resident Evil 1, so we're really taking a pretty big dip in popularity. Mouthwashing is pretty popular, but it's kind of self-contained in its fandom, so it's surprising that they did it. It's surprising that they went out of their way to do such a crazy thing like that, and it's really nice that they did that video, but I was definitely concerned that they wouldn't do it justice, but I'm happy to report they did. I'm hoping that as my other analysis videos do better, that people go back and watch the mouthwashing video. It did very well for videos on my channel. I think it has around 80,000 views right now, which is pretty great. But when I have videos like the What Remains of Edith Finch video, which has 180,000, and the Zircosis video, which is like 380,000 views, it's kind of sad when the one that I really, 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 really liked making and had a ton of fun making did that. Like, it did kind of less well. So I'm hoping that it does get a bit of a explosion. I'm happy, though, if we seem to have like the 50 to 80k views on every analysis video, except you're just imagining a video essay that yikes. Why am I doing? I don't play enough Loader anymore. I forget that she doesn't have fall damage. I'm hoping that as videos do well in the future, people go back and watch those. The Demonology video is doing well, for better or for worse. I don't know, usually it takes a while for the anti-trans crowd to come around, but it seems they were here quick. They were here real quick. And I'm sure if they watch this video, they'd have a lot to say about what I look like, but that's fine. I don't care. They're assholes, and I honestly feel more bad for them, really. I really feel like, how do you live just, like, hating a massive subset of people? Well, sure, let's do that. How do you live just hating this, like, what is it? It's like, I've heard numbers of, like, compared to the US, it's about the population of Georgia that is trans. So it's like, imagine hating everyone in Georgia. It's like, okay. This is dumb. This is dumb, and I don't understand it, but whatever. I do like acting incredibly clueless as to what they're talking about. It's very fun to be like, I'll get like, you sound like a dude comment or something like that, and I'll be like, what? I'll just be like really clueless and pretend I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Because I get it. I know. My voice isn't perfect or whatever. Trust me, I've said worse things to myself than they could ever say. It's fun to mess with them. It's fun to be like, no, you sound crazy right now. And especially the people who are like, everyone could tell. Everyone could tell you're a guy pretending to be a woman. And I'm like, one, I'm not pretending. And two, everyone? Because it's you and 3 other people who are saying it. Everyone else is being normal and respectful about the video. So, okay, man. And it's fun to gossip about you. I do. As much as I pretend to be, you know, respectful in my, you know, replies to your comments, I'm talking shit. I am talking shit. You know, in my Discord, which you can go join if you're normal. I know a lot of people get scared away by the pronoun screen that appears when you first join the server. But if you're normal, you're totally welcome to join it. Got a bunch of nice, kind people there. And also I'm there, and I'm way too active because I don't have that many friends. So I have to bother all of you. No, I gotta get back to doing events. I used to do events all the time for the server, but I haven't done those in a while, so I definitely like to do that again. If you guys have any like ideas for events, I'd absolutely like let me know, because I mean, I don't know if I'm able to like do money events. I used to do ones that were like $50 Steam gift card and things like that, and that went all well. You know, I don't really have the money for that now. I have car payments and shit that I have to make, so you know, just thinking about like art contests or something, you know? Especially now that Lydia is more on screen now. I love fan art. I'll talk about it all the time. I love fan art. The fan art I've received is so cool, no matter what it is. There's no... I've had people like, oh, I want to submit fan art, but I'm worried that I'm not going to be good enough. You will be. It's the principle of submitting art of the thing of my character is crazy. And going back to this, the trans comments thing, she's not supposed to represent me. She's a character I am playing as. Lydia's not a character who I, you know, play. It's not a persona. It's not a self-insert. It's just the character. It's just a character. It's who it is. I don't know. A lot of people want to tell me that it's like, tell me that there's no way you look like that character, and it's like, yeah, no, you're right. That was never the intention. I doubt a character that looked like me would get a lot of attention. It's okay. Anyways, I am going to actually go to the Reformed Altar first. Ah, shit. Well, whatever. I'm going to go to the Reformed Altar first because it has a guaranteed shrine, and I didn't see one on this map, so, and I got too lazy to go check all the spots, so we'll just get this one. My hair is kind of like disagreeing with me right now. I don't like when it like shows off my forehead. I don't know what's going on there. Usually it swoops in front. Maybe it's because the headphones. I don't know. I'm too worried about my appearance. I need to just gotta lock in or whatever. I wonder if this glitch is still in the game. Is it? I'm curious. Yeah, it is. It is. You can still, or maybe it's not. This gold part of the wall used to be completely broken, but now you can't walk through it. And this one was also broken. Oh, I guess they fixed it. Cool. Cool. I'm happy to see that the devs listened to my bug report. There's a Discord where all the playtesters are part of, and it's so funny to look at my bug reports compared to everyone else's bug reports, because all the modders who are there, their bug reports are like super complicated stuff, like, hey, this aspect is completely wrong, and this line of coding is really silly and should be fixed, and all that jazz. And then I'm sitting there like, hey, sometimes this animation is kind of wrong. Or like, hey, you know, you can walk through this wall. Or it's like, it's so dumb. Like, that animation right there, I actually didn't report that. Race reported that this morning, that the animation of fire trails and like blind pests spawning in is like not connected, and we were all talking about that this morning, so that's fun. I say we're all talking about that. There was no conversation. We were all just like, yeah, I saw that too. Just sort of all got in the same bandwagon. No, I've been thinking of doing a like a video after Phase 3 comes out with the other Risk of Rain 2 content creators, Wooly did a video, I think it was on Wooly's channel. It might have been Undisputed's, I don't know, I don't remember this months ago, therefore it wasn't important in my memory bank. But I believe it was Wooly did a video where he gathered a bunch of people to talk about it on a video where about the Secrets of the Storm release, which was really bad, and they were like talking about the future of it. And I'd like to see that same video sort of maybe a little more measured, because that one was just sort of like a convert. There was just like a Discord call with, you know, people talking over each other. I'd like to see one more measured. Okay. And, you know, ask people what they think of like how the Secrets of the Storm went, you know, talk about it, because I think it's an important conversation to have. Was the receptiveness of the devs enough? Was it, you know, did they do well? Was the player survey the right thing to do? Is all that jazz. And I mean, there's obvious answers to a lot of it, but, you know, I'd like to just get it all in one place. So I've thought about doing it. Obviously, Secret of the Storm roadmap phase 3 is not gonna be for a while. Probably my guess is like 5 months, because Phase 2 was the smallest update, and that took 3 months, so I saw a lot of people talking about how, like, that's too long. That's too long for that update to take, and I was like, really? I don't agree with that at all. I think that 3 months is a totally respectable. Now, I have no idea what it's like to be a game developer, but I know that on multiple platforms, such as, you know, getting it out on Xbox, getting it out on PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, all that jazz. It's probably not out on Nintendo Switch, let's be real, but getting it out on all those platforms is pretty difficult, because you have to work with the third person, or the middle party of the publishers and stuff like that. So it's not as easy as just going in and updating your game. It's not like updating a mod where you can just change a few things and instantly it gets updated. Like, it's not like that, and I feel like a lot of people don't recognize that as well. I think people are still a little disrespectful to the developers. I mean, that's true with like every game, but it's kind of sad to watch people just be so rude because the game isn't exactly how they like it, and it's like, they're trying, man. They're really trying hard, and it's annoying. I don't understand how you can just be so, you know, disrespectful to people you don't even know, and people who are in circumstances you can never understand because you're not there. You know, you're not on the Gearbox dev team, so you don't know. So it's hard to watch. But I'd love to get that, you know, sort of census at the end of Phase 3 being released, just to like sort of understand how everyone feels about it. And it wouldn't just be content creators. There's also a bunch of modders who were there for playtesting that I'd love to talk to as well. And hey, if I could honestly get some Gearbox employees in that as well, that'd be great. I don't know. Hopefully my audience is bigger at the time, though, because I don't know if they'll really want to do it on my channel. Maybe we won't host it on my channel because of my smaller audience compared to the rest of them. Though I am catching up. Hey, we got a ton of subscribers yesterday. I know it was Risk of Rain 2 related, but, you know, Demonology videos doing really well. I'm really happy to see that. Looks like I'm going to have to stick with horror. I think that was official confirmation that I kind of have to stick with horror and horror-adjacent media on the analysis videos for now, at least. Because, like, What Remains of Edith Finch is not a horror game, but it definitely, like, it's horror-adjacent. There's definitely some scary moments, but You're Just Imagining It's not a horror game, so, I mean, it's sad and depressing and scary, but it's not a scary thing to watch. There's no graphic content. So I understand, and it's also very, very small, so I'm not surprised not many people wanted to check it out. Kind of a shame that did poorly, but it does show me that I do have to stick to horror, which makes sense, because the Zookosis video did the best, so people are going to want to watch more of that. Can I please make it up here? God, I suck at loader. It is actually not my strong suit. Sorry, I keep itching my nose. I don't, usually when I have my headphones on, they are not showing my hair like this because I don't like it in my face, so I have it back behind the headphones, and you know, I guess we kind of avoided that. Anyways, let's finish this up and finally get to the Void Fields part of this video. Our build's pretty good, honestly. Not like anything special, but it's definitely pretty decent. I haven't played Loader in a while. Loader's still overpowered, so ooh, that helps, though. That's what we like to see. Anyways, I'm just gonna cut forward to the Void Fields now. But no one wanted to tell me that my posture was all shit. Come on. Not a live stream where I can have you guys posture check. I need to stream more, I know. I've thought about it, though. definitely. I've been on a friend's stream a lot lately, playing Valorant. I know, so nobody cares. That's why I don't stream it myself, because none of you want to watch me play Valorant. But I've been playing Valorant with them. Basic Futon. If you want to watch them on Twitch, they're live almost every day, so you can enjoy her streams. It's a lot of fun. I join her very often. So, anyways, let's stop shilling. Let's get into the freaking void fields and see how they are. Okay, so for those of you who don't know the changes with the void fields, one is the longer you take in here, the more likely it is that enemies added will be later and items added for the enemies will be earlier. So the game gets harder the longer you take. Normal. That change is honestly, I don't mind. I think that's fine. It just makes it so it's not guaranteed to be alternating enemy, item. But the other change is if you take a close look at the timer, and I might zoom in if I'm feeling like it in editing, but I'm probably not. If you look, the timer only moves when I'm outside the cell.
Hey, I'm stupid and forgot my face cam was in the way of the timer. There's nothing I can do about that now. I timed it myself, and it was about like 2.5 minutes added onto the time in the void fields, which is very inconsequential in my opinion. But anyways, sorry, I'm dumb.
When the cell is charging and you're inside it, it does not charge, or the timer does not move, which is a fine change. It's weird. I think they should just commit to making it a full stage at this point. I think that it takes about the length of a normal stage, a little bit longer, the Void Fields does. So I didn't really mind it with the time moving on in the Void Fields because you get a lot of free items. Like, I'm gonna get a pretty decent amount of items here. Now, Loader's a high mobility character, so I'm not too worried, but also the timer does move in between things, and I'm not charging the cell, so you can see it's still moving, which is kind of annoying, but I get it. I don't know. It's complicated. Apparently, adding to the stage counter is a glitch. If it is, that's dumb. I think it should. I don't know why it doesn't. I know it's not a normal stage, but it takes about the length of a stage and gives you more than what a stage would give you in terms of item count, especially early game. So I don't know. It's not up to me though. The Void Fields was really not a focal point of the playtesting because obviously the False Sun fight was a big point, which I have my quarrels with as well, but we'll get to that in a different video, I think. I think a lot of the changes were unwarranted, to say the least. It looks like there's a legendary item over there, by the way. I don't know. Man, now, especially because we have some flight enemies, I am noticing that I do have to leave the circle sometimes in order to actually kill things and keep myself safe. But it's not that big a deal because we are loaders, so we can bring them a little closer to us and get rid of that problem. But if I didn't have so many backup mags, this would probably be a bigger deal. A lot of backup mags, huh? All right, cool. Ah, shit. Wait, I might have fucked up here. We're fine. God, the void field. We're kind of ticking away at my health there. Pretty intensely for only being out of the area for like 6 seconds. A little concerning. I heard it ticks up slower than Simulacrum, but it is still very fast. And Simulacrum ticking up fast is it's fine. I don't think anyone's complaining about the Void Fog in Simulacrum, or complaining about Simulacrum just like at all. What is with the backup mags? Okay, I mean, I'll take them. Not really indicative of the base game anymore, is it? Because of how many backup mags I'm getting, but I'm not arguing. But yeah, I mean, I'm not noticing anything too bad. I do want to go into editing after this and show you guys how much time I actually took, was added onto the in-game timer. As a melee character. Maybe I could compare it off camera to a ranged character. I don't know. I don't think I will, because that seems... I don't know. In my testing, it's not a problem on ranged characters, because I main Commando and Seeker, so, obviously, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to play Seeker and Commando in the Void Fields. It's fine as those characters. I know Seeker's still a pretty close-ranged character, but it's really not that bad. Now, these are the concerning parts. Definitely want to keep an eye on my health here, because it's only going to start stacking how much that void field damage is. Oh, yeah. It honestly, I don't know if that's more than it... I've heard it's more than it's used to be, but it doesn't feel like it's that bad. Okay. Cautious Slug is not a problematic item for them to get. I do not care about that item at all. Ow, stop. They hurt. They hurt me so. So many heavy hitters on the enemy team. Enemy roster here. They are so scary. I'm definitely seeing as the time progresses and the enemies get more intense. Oh fuck, they got tougher times. That's scary. I am a little worried here because they, but I keep finding myself having to escape the circle, run out of the circle. Stop blocking the damage. Stop! Oh, 5 tougher times is pretty crazy. Okay, we should be okay. I'm loader's OP and I have pretty decent defensive items, so not too worried. Definitely harder, but I don't know if this is because of the void fields, more as just because I've gotten kind of unlucky with the items they have. I'm not too worried though. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's great actually. I'm hiding under here because I'm very healthy and safe. Do I have any healing items? Not really. I do have the Seed of Life, which is fine. Just in case things go awry. What have we got here? Actually, I'm going to take that. Unstable Transmitter kind of got a crazy nerf. You only get it once per stage now. Which is a little concerning. I'm going to sit here and heal. But I'm losing time because of this, which is interesting. I don't really have a ton of healing, if any at all. Do I have any healing? I have Monster Tooth. I have Monster Tooth. I'm set. That's about it, so... Bit concerning, honestly. I think the difficulty jump was definitely noticeable in the void fields. They don't like you. Of course he blocked my punch. I really don't like the enemies. Thank you for dying. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're great. We're doing awesome. Oh god, ow. That sucked. Well, unstable transmitter, go. Happy you're here. Uh-oh. My health is very low. Okay, well, I guess ICBM here, that's kind of a strange thing. And now, the timer does not move during after all the things are saved, which is nice. I mean, it kind of still means you get all the items for free. I get that's fine, but I don't see why it doesn't. I honestly wouldn't. I don't think it'd be that big a deal if it did move while you were leaving the void fields. I don't think it would cause that much of a problem. But what do I know, you know? Okay, sure. Void fields OP, actually. That's guaranteed. Fun fact. It's not. They lower the amount of chest spawns on this map? I feel like I'm not getting as much as I usually do. Did they? I don't remember that from the patch notes, if they reduced the amount that spawns. If they did, I'm completely and fully unaware. Oh, I mean, there's a chest over there, but I'm too lazy to walk over there. Anyways, I'll put on screen right now about how much time it took me to beat this stage. Yep, or how much time it added. I'm tired. But anyways, we're not going to finish the game. This is about testing the void field, so we're going to restart and play as Captain now and see how that is with no mobility. Or Engineer. Would Engineer be better? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Engineer. Is it that bad? We'll find out. I'm probably not gonna talk as much during the warm-up levels here before the void field. I swear you used to be able to climb this. Am I crazy? Maybe it's just a skill issue. What is happening? That's not normal. I'm just gonna walk around. You know, not bad on Engineer. I'll take it. I'll accept this. I'm a progressive person. I'll allow it. Now we do have this now, but all of the stage 2s, I believe, have guaranteed new portals. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off, and we're gonna go there so that it's as similar to the previous level as it can be. if that makes sense. Like, I want it to be, I want this testing to make sense, you know, and be as similar as it can be to that previous stage. And just see sort of how it feels on a movementless character, movement ability-less character, a low mobility character. If you didn't know you could do this, by the way, you can. Just sort of walk up this wall. That's how you get to this artifact code. This is the, I think that might be the first trick or like secret I ever found. Might be the artifact code that I think that would have been the first one I found, with the exception of obviously the one that's sitting in front of the artifact portal, of course. But I feel like, I don't know, it's baby's first artifact code or something like that. Gotta fix my posture. I don't know what's happening here. And I wonder at why I have back pain every morning. Who could know? Who could what? It's an absolute enigma as to why that might be happening. That's interesting. I didn't know that they... I guess I kinda knew that. But free infinite money generator, hello? You're the Halcyonite shooting the turrets. The gilded Halcyonite shooting the turrets actually reduced the what's it called? It actually took away gold from them, which I did know that was in the latest useless facts videos, that enemies do have gold, and they can't earn it, and that only matters on what's it called, on scavengers, because they can have the crowdfunder. It's super rare, but it happens. Wait, I just realized I can't get up there as engineer. Let's hope that the other one is here. The other available lunar portal spots are here. I can't think right now. I forget where the other one is, because I know there's one up here. There's a spawn, not here. It's right. It sits right here. There's one up there, I think. I don't know if I can get up there. Yeah, there's one right up there, and then there's one right up there. I don't. Obviously, that one's guaranteed, but I don't know if this one is guaranteed. We can try to get up there. I don't know if we can as engineer, but we'll see. Oh, wait, hold on. How did I not know this was here? This is a very intentional path. There's no way these platforms are not here on purpose for you to get up here. There's no way they're not on purpose. Yeah, and then they're supposed to... Yeah, there's a spawn right here. Wow, I was actually really concerned that we would not be able to get a Newt Shrine, but we were able to because that path is there, apparently. And that's definitely intentional. There's no way that's not intentional. Really cool that the devs, made sure to add that in. Oh yeah, and that was finally added in, as it always should have been. The Warped Echo finally actually works with your, rolls of pennies and razor wire and things like that. As it literally always should have been, and I don't know why it didn't. I have no clue why it didn't do that. Who could say? God, our items are not very good right now. Gasoline? Our items are struggling. Struggling a lot right now, but that's fine. They could be worse. They definitely could be. The choice here is rough. How are we on healing? The Interstellar Dust Plant might carry us a lot in healing, actually. And the Lepton Daisy will activate in the Void Fields, so I'm actually gonna go with the damage option here. Grove Tender. I guess I knew they could spawn on this map, I just didn't know. I guess I wasn't prepared for it, It's cool that it happened. No, turrets. Don't die, please. I need them to live. To thrive. Get in here, Goobo. Join the fight, buddy. I don't want to do... I feel like I could do Engineer E8 one of these days. I haven't. Yep. It does kind of scare me. I think I have E1 or 2 done on him, but I don't like playing Eclipse, so, whatever. Alright, what's our item? And why are you confiscating it from me? Another band, huh? And it's the Ice Band, I think, maybe. Yeah. Weird that we got the Ice Band from the Reformed Altar boss fight 2 times in a row. Okay, Void Fields are here. We're alive. And let's see how bad it is on Engineer. My bet is that it's not going to be as bad as I'm thinking it's going to be, But we'll really see how bad it is getting between stages if the Void Fog really is like unplayable. Because if we just die, there's nothing I can do about that. They also removed the ability to block it with like armor and stuff, and yeah, I think they removed it. I thought that already was a thing where you couldn't block Void Fog, but guess I was wrong. Maybe add that to the useless facts of if your turrets have no enemies to look at, they'll look at you or each other. See? They'll look at each other. I know this was a pretty short walk. Not too bad. Not too bad in the damage. I'm not too scared about that. We seem okay, but I'm worried if it's like if we really get unlucky with cell placement, if it's really going to be out of the way. Who knows? We'll see how it is. Oof. I mean, I'd be remiss not to take the movement speed, but I really want the damage here. That might have been really dumb, actually. Please tell me depth perception isn't ruining me here and this is closer. Yes, good. Damage is honestly pretty scary. I do have to say. Oh god, grandparents with 5 focus crystals? Okay. Now we're in the void fields. Them's the breaks, kid. So I'm not noticing anything too bad so far as a low mobility character. We got kind of lucky with Red Whip helping us out here. I'm going to grab this despite it not having anything, giving us any help, but we have Red Whip and we have Antler Shield, so we do have like fine movement speed. But I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. I'm honest. The content creator in me is a little disappointed that we're not having like a miserable time, you know? But honestly, that's fine. Like, I know I'm better than the average player, so maybe that's part of it. Look, he has Bungus. Ha, it was a joke. If you look closely, it is not Bungus, it is a lie. Now, I do want to try something. Apparently the Void Fog affects all players, and I know that I think turrets might be counted as players, and it does not reset until all characters are back in the circle, so if you also want to look here, you can see how quickly that Void Fog damage is ticking up. It's not going too fast right now, but it's definitely speeding up. And now that it's going super fast, what happens if we step out? No, okay, it does not increase on your turrets, thankfully. The bar does not, the invisible meter of Void Fog does not increase if your turrets are in this fog, like it would if you were in multiplayer. We're good. Now here's the concerning part, because we don't know where the circle is. Luckily, we found it pretty quickly. Those are all always the scariest moments, is when you can't find the circle. Okay. Hey, Gearbox devs, idea? Maybe make the prayer beads sound a little quieter when it's on your turrets, because I don't care if they level up. I don't care that you broke your elbow. This is a little scary. That is a pretty decent trek here that we have to make to that next beacon. We might lose our watch here. I'm actually fairly certain we will. Unless we get really lucky. Oh god, it's gonna be close. Oh god, nope. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that's rough. That damage, it ramps up real quick. They were not kidding. I need more healing so desperately. Belsar's nice, but would have liked that a little earlier. Oh god, stay away. They're so scary, dude. I'm not used to being on camera, can't you tell? Honestly, Breaching Fin, it was nerfed. About half as effective as it used to be. But I don't think it made that big a difference. This walk is pretty long. I'm a little concerned here. Still, half your health gone is not usual. That's not what it used to be. I don't know if that addition was very necessary. Walking in between the void, or the cells, should not be the hard part of the void fields. The hard part should be the fights. I don't know if I should have done that. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, we're good. God, that damage is crazy. It's like I don't know if I'm exaggerating for the Vine, but it's definitely intense. Also, why did they get 5 white items? What? Is that part of the update? What? What? Why did they get 5? Someone's gonna have to explain that one to me in the comments because I don't know. I don't know why that happened at all. Okay, and that was the Void Fields. It was definitely harder. Definitely scarier on a low mobility character. I'm gonna say that with confidence. Is it unplayable? No. Is it, like, really scary early game? Yeah, kinda. It's a spooky one. But I mean, I don't think the changes are that bad. I do think it made it... It's so hard to decide. Do I think it's better than it was before? Yeah, kinda. Like, I'll have to see how the, like, time matches up in the end, in editing, but I feel like the changes were unnecessary, and I feel like going to the Void Fields is a massive risk now, compared to what it used to be. So, I don't know, do tell me your thoughts in the comments, by the way, of how you feel about these Void Field changes. I think they're fine, but not necessary. It's sort of like when your city adds a bike path, where when they really didn't need to and nobody ends up using it, you know? It's like, okay, like, it's good, but why is it here? Like, why bother? Like, when we could have put that money and time and effort into, like, homelessness support and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if these changes were warranted. They kind of were. Getting free items was helpful, but, like, because the Void Fields are not in Eclipse, right? I think they aren't. I'm pretty sure. I don't go anyways, but I avoid them, as much as I can because I find them to be very boring. I've talked about this before because they're very slow. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I definitely think that these changes were unnecessary, but not, like, terrible. I definitely have to do more testing with low mobility characters to see, like, actually if it's bad, because if I play like 10 games and die in like 6 of them to walking between cells, that's a problem, because that's not even just like bad luck with the cells anymore. That's saying something about the void fog. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I do appreciate you for watching this video. And yeah, thank you to our members for supporting the channel like they do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.